Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. I hope you're having a beautiful Christmas, eating all the cheese, having all the fun. So today's video is going to be the big bonanza. It's going to be the beauty favourites of 2023. It takes me a really long time to narrow everything down because everything is too damn good. I've also got the end of this weird cold, so if I sound really snotty, I do apologise, but I am really snotty. Starting off with skincare, I have got 3 products that particularly stood out to me this year. First up, we've got the Ultraviolet SPF 50. This is the hydrating facial sunscreen. You can see this is just she's gone. I believe my mum has got me a new one of these for Christmas. I really hope she has, because that is my second, maybe third bottle of this. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've got all my family onto it. It's the best SPF I've ever used by far. It's so hydrating. It makes your skin look amazing. Makeup sits really nicely on top of it. You don't get any weird screen, no flashback. I have used some other products from them, but this one to me just stands out. It is absolutely perfect. So that is my SPF of the year. Next up, I've got the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment. I haven't always been a big eye cream girl, but I've been trying to up my skincare a little bit. Don't tell anyone, but I'm going to be 25 this year coming. So I feel like this is the time I need to start actually making a bit of an effort. I have noticed a massive difference in how makeup is sitting underneath my eyes. It definitely feels a lot smoother, no caking going on, and it could only really be down to this because nothing else has changed. If you are looking for an eye cream, this is a beautiful one. Also, you get so much in there. I feel like that will last me a really long time. And then for a face oil, we've got the Juno Antioxidant Superfood Face Oil from Sunday Riley. Especially when the weather gets colder. Oh my god, this is literally my skin saviour. I think I bought this probably September, and I've already used over half of it. I use this probably 2 to 3 nights a week, sometimes more if my skin feels really dry and it feels like it needs it. It's one of the things, if you go on the cult beauty reviews of it, they're like 10s, 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 10s. This has saved my skin for many winters and many winters to come. So yeah, absolutely love this. If you want a bit more of a luxury face oil. Okay, into makeup. I've got 2 foundations. This was so difficult for me. I feel like I've tried so many foundations this year, and I actually don't think I've tried any that I don't like. These were the 2 that for me really stuck out. They're slightly different as well, which I thought was good. So first up, we have got the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blur and Smooth Skin Tint. I've got this on today. It is the best stick foundation I've ever used in my life. I actually love stick foundations. Any I'd used before were really draggy and sticky and just didn't really blend that nicely, but this is just an absolute dream. Really good for traveling as well, so compact, don't have to worry about it leaking anywhere. Beautiful buildable coverage. You can get a very natural day-to-day look with it, or you can really build it up. The finish of it is really nice. Like I say, sometimes stick foundations can be really dry and they kind of just stick to everything. This is beautiful. It glides on, blends like a dream. I say this is probably my favourite foundation of the year. Next up, we have got the Rabanne Fresh Touch Foundation. This was the year that Rabanne Beauty launched. Got to work with them on the launch of it. It was amazing. What a great brand that is. This foundation is gorgeous. It makes your skin look amazing. I'd say this is a light to medium coverage foundation, but you can really build it. I just love the way this makes my skin look. I just wanted to talk about Rabanne Beauty in general because I feel like they've come onto the scene. I love the way that they've approached it all as a high-end brand. I loved all the visuals of it. I feel like it was really fun, and that's just what I love about makeup. This felt very fun. It felt like it was encouraging people to have fun, not take anything too seriously, and yeah, that's what it's all about. Concealers to talk about. I don't think this one will be a surprise to absolutely anybody. I spoke about this in my recent favourites video. This is the NARS Eye Brightener. I did say in that video this is probably my product of the year, and I stand by that. This is my product of the year. Again, I've got this on today. It is just the best thing ever. I use it underneath my eyes and anywhere else I have a bit extra darkness. It just brightens everything up. It still feels really lightweight. It doesn't feel like you've got a heavy concealer on. Day to day I just use this on its own, but then if I layer it with a concealer like today, it doesn't feel any heavier. It doesn't feel like I've got 2 products on rather than 1. I always think this with NARS, but you get so much in these pots. They are jam-packed. I've had this for God knows, probably 5-6 months, and it is barely moving, and I use it every single day. Yeah, that is my favourite product of the year. And then a liquid concealer to talk about. We have got the Vive Modern Radiance Concealer. I've got a few of these and they are all just run out. I will definitely be rebuying this in the new year. A combination of these 2, stunning. Really lightweight, doesn't settle into your lines, doesn't feel drying or cakey. It sets really nicely. I only ever set this concealer a tiny little bit underneath my eyes and it just stays like a dream. Love the formula of this, so creamy, it feels really lightweight, lasts all day. It's just everything that you would want in a concealer, really. So, talking of setting, I've got one setting powder that I really want to talk about. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. We have Touch Pan and then some. I'm obsessed with this. I only used this for the first time a few months ago, and I've just been absolutely obsessed with it. I've got it on today. The second that you start setting your makeup with it, it just goes whoop, and it just looks perfect. I like just using a little bit of it. It sets everything in place where I want it to, but then it still has that glow, still gives you that skin-like look. I just think that is such a great product. I absolutely love that, and I'm really annoyed that I didn't find that sooner, but she's with me now, and that's all that matters. Now, bronzer. Again, this will not be a surprise to absolutely anybody. This is the Vive Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer. I've got the shade medium. Absolutely love this. This has been the bronzer that I've reached for pretty much every time I've done my makeup all year. I take this away with me all the time. I use it in pretty much every look ever. It was the year that I really moved away from powder products more than ever. I've always loved a cream product, but this year I really just abandoned the powders completely. It's the nicest cream formula ever. It doesn't move your makeup, it doesn't feel wet, it just sits, looks perfect, makes your skin look healthy and glowy. This has just replaced all of my other bronzers like that. Okay, blushes. You know I love my blush. I love my blush so much. So this was actually really difficult, but it kind of felt right to go for two that I feel like I've just banged on about all year. First up, we've got the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. Again, spoke about this in my recent favourites video. This colour in particular has been a recent favourite of mine. This is the shade She's Flushed. So you get the cream and the powder. Apologies for how grubby my makeup always looks, but I just really do love this shit and it just comes everywhere with me. So yeah, you get the cream and the powder. I love using the two together. You get that like set, long-lasting blush. Just obsessed with this. This is the best blush formula ever. I have a few of the other shades. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but I have a slightly peachier shade, which I was really loving in summer. And then I've just kind of moved into this shade for autumn, winter. I think this was the year that I was introduced to Patrick Ta as a brand, and I am just in love with everything they do. Cream foundation is beautiful. I've actually got a palette here to talk about in a minute that I just absolutely loved. Their lipsticks, I just love it all. It's just such a great brand. So yeah, this was a real standout blush to me this year. The second one we've got is the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush, particularly in this shade. This is Brazen. I wore this a lot over summer. This was my kind of like coral summer blushy vibe. Absolutely adore this. It's actually a really sheer kind of formula, which is really nice, but the pigment is still really good, so you don't get that like chunky, heavy feeling on your skin. Also, I love that packaging so much. I love that peachy colour with the gold. I just think it's so cute. Okay, so for highlight, I've got one product to talk about. This is from Rare Beauty. This is the Flaunt Liquid Luminizer. Absolutely been in love with this year. I use this for a lot of different things. So sometimes I'll use it underneath makeup as like a base, as a really glowy primer. Oh, it's like a really deep champagne-y colour. I was putting just this on my skin, a bit of concealer, and oh my god, it looked amazing. I have used a lighter shade of this as well. I think it's called, I can't remember, but there's a shade lighter than this, which I really like for that more like blinding highlight. The formula is really nice, really soft, really creamy, and also wears really nicely through the day. So that is my highlight of the year. Going on to eyes, I've got a couple of palettes to talk about. First up, we have got the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 Matte Eyeshadow Palette. It just has everything that you need. Like, this is perfect for travelling. All these powders, and then you have two creams at the top, a brown and a black, so you can use those for liner. So this is a fully matte palette, so if you're into your matte neutrals, this is just the best palette. Love this. I feel like this is one of those things that everybody should own. You just have every matte colour that you would need in here. You can create so many looks with it. And I just absolutely adore it. The formulas of these eyeshadows are so nice as well. I've got a mixture of like these two on my lid today just to give it a little bit of colour. And a little bit more of a fun one. We have got the Charlotte Tilbury Beautyverse palette. This is quite a late entry. This is actually a very new launch, but I've just been obsessed with it. I couldn't think of another palette this year that I've been like that obsessed with. I've used this so much in the last few weeks, and I also love that you have your matte shades, but you've also got these really fun shimmers. I've been loving this like icy blue. I really want to do something with this purple as well. I love a palette like this. It gives you a lot of options. If you take this away with you, I feel like I'm way more likely to do something fun than if I take away just like a neutral palette. This kind of forces me to have fun with it. And yeah, I just absolutely love that. Really big mirror as well, and then the packaging is just stunning. I think a few videos ago I was talking about this, but I've really had a Charlotte Tilbury year. I'm really into Charlotte Tilbury this year. Just love everything that she does. I haven't had a product from them that I haven't really liked. So yeah, I feel like Charlotte Tilbury herself needs an honorary mention. Okay, we have got two mascaras. First up, we've got the Lancome Lash Idol. I know everybody loves this. I was just very late to the party, okay? Absolutely love this. I have reached for this every single day. This has become my like day mascara. I love the shape of the brush. It's so easy to get these like really long, beautiful lashes with it. Also very buildable, so you can do like a really chunky spidery lash with it. A really nice formula, very black as well, and definitely my favourite mascara of the year. Then another mascara, we have got the Vive Modern Mascara. My one is engraved, so cute. I had to include this one just because it does not move. Like, its whole thing was being smudge proof, and oh my god, is it smudge proof. I'm going to Thailand. I'll probably be in Thailand actually when I post this, and this is coming with me for sure. As soon as I was thinking of what makeup to pack, I thought about this. it will not move. You get a really beautiful everyday lash with this, which I love. It's nice and lightweight, and yet, like I say, not going anywhere. So love that. I love the packaging as well. It's really heavy. Feels really like luxury. Onto eyeliners. I'm an absolute eyeliner slut. We all know this. It's my favourite thing in the world. I've managed to narrow it down to two that I really, really loved this year. First up, we've got the Iconic London. These are the Smoky Eye Duo Kajal. This is the shade Chocolate Brown. I've got this in my waterline today. I'm just obsessed with these. You've got the chunky end here. Really good for doing like an all-over smoky shadow or a really chunky liner. And then on this end, you've got the little teeny one. Perfect for tight lining, more like defined shapes. Really enjoy using a brown rather than a black. I feel like when I do a black tight line, for me, that's very like, we're going out. This is more of just like an everyday soft look for me. Swapping black out for brown will just make the biggest difference to your face. It softens everything. The formula is really good. I use this in my tight line all the time and it just does not budge. And for liquid liner, we have got the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes. This is probably my favourite liquid liner I've ever used. The brush is just so teeny and precise. It is so black. It just gives you that like perfect cat eye wing every single time. I find it really easy to use as well. I don't know why. I think it's because it just flows so nicely. I never feel like I'm getting that, you know, when you do it and it goes boom, and it just ruins everything. This is just so good. Absolutely love this. Last but not least, for makeup, and then I've got a few fragrance things to talk about, but we are on to lips. So I'm a bit of a creature of habit when it comes to my lips. I don't feel like I change it up that much. This is about as wild as it's getting. I don't really ever do like a bright red. Definitely don't do any other colour than nude or red. So these are products that I've just reached for all the time. First up, we've got the MAC lip liner in Whirl. I use this pretty much every single day, and I think I have since I was about 17, 18. One of those liners I will buy forever and ever. I also love Spice, Cork, Strip Down. All that kind of nude realm of MAC lip liners are just my heart and soul. Love the formula of them. They've always been great. They will always be great. They are just my go-to lip liner. Then secondly, I've got the Bobbi Brown Chocolate Lip Liner. I've actually got this on today with a gloss I'm going to talk about. Fun fact, I used to work at Bobbi Brown and this was my favourite product that they did. I posted about that and then Bobbi Brown sent me some bits, and that is just so cute. How full circle is that? The chocolatey brown, it is just gorgeous. It's quite a warm tone brown, so it doesn't feel like brown. It's almost like a bricky red brown. Again, you can do so much with this. I love doing this with like a nude matte lip or a gloss, or just on its own with a clear gloss. It just looks so good with everything, and I love this. And I've got two lipstick products to talk about. So first up, we have got Vive Treasure, my go-to nude. This was almost definitely in last year's video as well. It's probably my second or third of this, which to get through a lipstick that fast is hard. Like, you don't actually use that much lipstick. Whenever I don't know what lip to do, it will be a brown MAC liner and this. I love the tone of this. It's really peachy. As soon as I put it on, I feel like it just softens everything. Black liner with this, the best look in the world, in my opinion. I love all the Vive lipsticks. The formula is beautiful. Something about this colour just does something to me. But they're so nice. For a matte lipstick, they don't dry, they don't crack. You don't feel like you've kind of got lipstick on, you know, when you start getting the lipstick ick after a few hours and you're just like, oh my god, get it off. Really comfortable to wear. They wear really nicely. And yeah, catch me in 2035 making a favourites video and it's just still this. And then we've got the red tinted lip gloss from Refy Beauty. I've got this on today with the chocolate liner. That lip combo has literally rocked my world. I'm obsessed with it. To me, that like toffee apple lip kind of vibe. It is Christmas Eve actually today. I'm filming this on Christmas Eve, but it was a good lip for the day. So again, I feel like we need to talk about Refy in general this year. What an incredible brand. It's one of those brands I look at and I'm like, wow, I wish I owned that. I wish I had anything to do with that. It is just stunning. I love the branding. I love the visuals. Everything that came with this kit was just stunning. There was a red blush in there, a red lip liner. I'm just obsessed with them as a brand. I'm always really excited to see what they're going to do next. Their products speak for themselves. They are truly amazing. I am really hoping for like a nude collection of these. Kind of like a road vibe. I feel like that'd be really great. I love the formula of these so much. A gloss formula and a red gloss at that. This is so comfortable to wear. I don't worry about this like smudging, going anywhere. The shine is amazing. I've had this on for probably like 2 hours now, and it just still looks amazing. Right, last but not least, how's everyone doing? Are we holding on? Good. I've got 3 fragrances that I need to talk about. Just obsessed with fragrance. I feel like I didn't realise how much I loved it until this year. I'm just obsessed with it. It's like picking a favourite child for me. I love all of the fragrances that I have so much. These were ones that were new to me this year, really stood out to me. So first up, we have got the YSL Myself. This is actually a men's fragrance. I am just obsessed with it. I got my boyfriend one. I'm actually kind of jealous and I want it back. Oh my god, it just smells like a sexy man. I wear this a lot and I always get complimented on this. I don't think it smells that manly as it kind of wears. I think it is definitely more on the unisex side. It's really fresh, but it's got that like deep musky tone to it. It's just, it smells serious. I feel like you mean business if you smell like this. I just love it. I love the all black as well. It's just the coolest. One thing YSL know how to do is make a fragrance. Next up, we have got Jean Paul Gaultier Divine. I also spoke about this in my recent favourites. Oh my god, the smell of it is just so like nothing else that I've ever... I really shouldn't be doing this when I've got a cold because I can feel another sneeze coming. This is one of those that when you wear this, you literally feel like a goddess. Like, to me, this is what a goddess would smell like. It is just gorgeous. It's got that like... I don't actually know what the notes in it are, but it has almost kind of like vanilla-y, very rich, very, very strong feminine smell. I just absolutely adore it. It makes you feel really strong. It makes you feel really feminine. It's quite girly, but in like a strong way, which I love. It's not like flowery girly. It's like vanilla girly, you know? The fragrance I really wasn't expecting to like as much as I did, but I absolutely love it. And people always, always ask me what I've got on when I'm wearing this. Like, without fail, every time I wear this, someone will be like, oh, you smell so good. Hey, last but not least, for fragrance. So this is a very late entry. Like, I got this week. And it has made it to the 2023 beauty favourites. Do you know how amazing you have to be to do that? This is the Angel Share by Kilian. The bottle, like the bottle, that is everything to me. I am a Di Serrano girly. Everyone buys me Di Serrano for Christmas. I wonder how many bottles I will get this year. I have these old man glasses. All my family say I'm like an old man. I like sit there in the evening in my armchair like this, thinking about the war. When I saw this bottle, I just thought, oh my fucking god, that is everything. Not only that, it smells like heaven. Oh my god, it's spicy. It's almost, actually, it's got a little bit of this vibe to it, but like spicier. It's like a spicy, rich auntie vibe. She's always in the south of France. No one really knows what she does. Where's her husband? It's got that. It's a really, really warm, cozy scent. I just think it's perfect for this time of year as well. And yeah, I'm just in love with that. Can't be it. I'm gonna literally scream when I finish filming this and I see something that I've just loved all year. It's so hard. Everything has been so, so good this year. But yeah, I feel like they're the points that I wanted to touch on. Yeah, they are my beauty favourites of 2023. They are products that I've just absolutely loved, that I've reached for a lot. As always, everything I've mentioned will be linked in the description box down below. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas and I hope you have a beautiful new year, whatever you're doing. Don't put too much pressure on next New Year's shit. That doesn't mean anything. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for being here. As always, thank you for another amazing year of making videos, talking shit, and doing my makeup. I will see you all very soon in the new year. Love you.